have a 60,000 square foot indoor shooting range. We have one of the few indoor 100-yard rifle ranges probably in the United States. We have 7 lanes for it. It's an amazing facility as far as the ability to make sure that you can check your equipment before a big hunt or just to have some fun kind of plinking on a range. Then we also have 7 25-yard pistol bays that are, again, they're great for practice, making sure that your equipment is working or just kind of having some fun for an afternoon. And then attached to our range is our pro shop, which is, it is a true pro shop in that we are not a full retailer. We basically provide the supplies that you would need for any of the activities that we have out here, but also we decided to specify in what we think is true quality. That since we're not only a facility that you could buy your equipment at, but it's also one where you could use it at, we want to make sure that everything that is in our store is something that we would want to use out here on the facility.
What caliber is that?
416 Remington.
416? I seen you leapfrogged in.
We came in about 11:30 from shooting, and Mark asked if we were hungry. We said we sure aren't. So we go in, and we've been hearing about how good their food was.
On your left-hand side, we've got a little bit of our white polenta fries, and they've been infused with essence of white truffle, and then they're topped with a red bell pepper and garlic coulis. Here in the middle, we have our wild elk and hog jowl egg rolls, and they have roasted sweet corn, poblano, red pepper, and they're topped with a cilantro and agave nectar dipping sauce.
Well, we have both native whitetail and feral pigs, but then we have quite a long list of exotics: axis deer, fallow deer, black buck, red sheep, elk, kudu, zebra, American buffalo, Asian water buffalo. So, we have a pretty good list for as far as people to choose from a hunting perspective. However, we don't necessarily offer all those species every year. That we are very, conservative as far as how we do our game management. That we do our population studies and determine what actually needs to be removed, and that's how we determine what is allowed as far as hunting goes. So some years, some years we'll have all those species available. Some we might only have 5, just depending on how the previous hunting season went, and also our rain cycles and our farming cycles.
So Mark gave us a tour of the place. He picked us up in the gator, took us around, and honestly, I was just so humbled and blown away. I felt like a kid watching Mutual of Omaha Wild Kingdom.
Mark offered us a Eland hunt, and we hadn't discussed, we had discussed going out on a hunt, but we really didn't know. We thought we would probably take a management animal or something like that. But what Mark offered us when we actually showed up out there was an Eland hunt, and it's a very, very expensive hunt, and it was a surprise to all of us, and so it was a very big deal, and we put our names in a hat and drew names, and I ended up winning the draw. And we were trying to pick out an eland that hopefully we could get in, figure out kind of where they were in the evening, and then get in the stand and hunt them the next morning.
The Ranch House Restaurant was a pretty unique concept that we came up with, that we found that, obviously for doing hunts or people hanging out, everybody's got to eat. So in trying to figure out how we wanted to present this, I found that the vast majority of lodges are just a bit too dark. They're a bit too masculine. And we wanted to really make this a family environment. So the idea was to, both architecturally and then from a food perspective, to lighten things up and have a bit of fun with it. And so that's really what we've been able to come up with out here, that it's a place that I feel that it's someone who just came off the range and having a big hunt will feel just as home here as somebody celebrating a 30th wedding anniversary.
Sounds good. Well, then you said that should be out here in a few seconds, and I'll check back with you.
We've talked about the food a little bit, and I have eaten a lot of steak in my life. I love steak. I love food in general. But I had the filet mignon as well, and this was the best steak I've ever had in my life. And, and it wasn't luck that it turned out that way. I cut that filet mignon with a fork. That's how tender it was. And I mean, absolutely just melt in your mouth. It was cooked inside, outside, perfect. You tell them the way you want it, and that's the way you're going to get it. Eric is an exceptional chef, and we didn't eat anything bad. I mean, everything was outstanding. We ate things we had never eaten before, so we didn't have anything to compare some of the things with, but everything we tried was just top notch. And we've gone back and eaten there since then. We've already gone back to dinner together. We all went back out there and ate again. And I had a filet mignon again, and it was just as good the second time as it was the first time, and I'm ready to go have another one right now.
Now's the time to buy a new boat from Blackbeard Marine. You can get this new 2014 G3 Gator Tough 1860 CCJ for $20,900. That's more than $4,000 off MSRP. Or choose payments as low as $200 a month. For the best prices on a new boat, simply go to www.blackbeardmarine.net. It doesn't matter where you live, Blackbeard Marine can ship your boat directly to you. Shop their complete line of boats from the comfort of your home. It's simple, secure, and fast to buy a new boat online from Blackbeard Marine.
Check out the all-new Wild Bucks Outdoors Game Changer Vest. Now, the vest includes the fully adjustable quick angle system, perfect for deer hunting, hog hunting, duck hunting, predator hunting, military, and preppers. The Game Changer Vest easily carries AR rifles, scoped big game rifles, shotguns, and compound bows. The vest is completely hands-free to allow the user to handle the toughest terrain, ride ATVs, or use game calls without the gun getting in your way. When you need your gun, simply pull the ripcord and aim. To order your vest today, go to wildbucksoutdoors.com.
Would you like to be one of the first hunters on 2,600 acres of pristine Indian land that hasn't been hunted for over 150 years? The Thopthotko Deer Camp has day hunts available for white-tailed deer, hogs, coyote, and turkey. The North Canadian River snakes through the center of the prime Oklahoma hunting land near Henrietta, drawing in game animals from the surrounding areas. Don't miss your chance to be one of the first hunters on this untouched land. Reserve your spot today.